All right, what is going on, everybody? This is Jace back with the Patriots Drive podcast, and today I'm going into depth with my second film study. You guys seem to love the first one on Pierre Strong Jr. Thank you guys so much for all the support on both the channel and that video. I'll continue to pump these out as you guys request on them, and then other videos, obviously, with Cole. But today I had a lot of requests for Tyquan Thornton. You know, the Patriots reached up, traded up for him, 4 extra slots to get him in the second round at pick 50. They seemed like they needed to jump Pittsburgh, Kansas City, some of those other teams ahead of them that all took receivers after they took Thornton at 50. And, this is a guy who I personally think was a little undervalued, and I undervalued him coming into the draft process because of the way Baylor ran their offense. Baylor ran the ball on 60% of their plays, and that is nowhere near the average run percentage for college football. When you look at Ohio State, they were only running the ball 44% of their times. Alabama ran at 46% of their times, and even Georgia, who was super heavy, relying on the run game for their national championship run, only ran at 55%. So this is a team that came in and they were super run heavy. They probably don't have an NFL caliber quarterback. He's transferring now in Bohannon. They have Blake Shapen, who came in the Sugar Bowl and played good minutes and had a real good connection with Tyquan Thornton. So this is an interesting offense to evaluate, and it's interesting to look at Tyquan Thornton's stats in 2021. He had 98 targets, 62 receptions, 941 yards, and 10 touchdowns. That was good for 15.2 yards per catch. So he's an explosive receiver. We all know what he did at the combine. 4.28 40, fastest time amongst receivers. 10-foot, 10-inch broad jump, 6th best amongst receivers, and a 36.5-inch vertical, that's the 9th best. So tested very well. We know the explosion, we know the speed, but let's kind of get into why the New England Patriots felt like they needed to trade up and get him at pick 50 and what he's going to bring to the table other than sure speed. So without further ado, make sure you guys like and subscribe on this video. Comment down below who you want to see next in the film review process in the off season. And let's get right into it. All right, so starting off right here, first clip I want to pull up here. This is Tyquan Thornton. This seems like this is man coverage. Cornerback is playing off coverage right here. Now, what you're going to see, Tyquan Thornton's going to start off by threatening with his speed. And this is what I love about having a true speed receiver on the field. And we wanted that with Nelson Aguilar, but we didn't quite see it. But Tyquan Thornton is definitely going to bring this. You're going to see him step on the cornerback's toes. So he's going to get to this point. Look, the cornerback, he's not even within 4 yards of Tyquan Thornton, and he's already opening his hips, anticipating that he's going to run a skinny post or a go route where he has to, open up his hips and get running because of Tyquan Thornton's 4.28 speed. But what Tyquan Thornton's going to do is he's going to break it out. And he's now the cornerback feels threatened. He's like, oh, I got to get back on top of this because now I'm giving up an easy corner route. Tyquan Thornton's going to make another cut right here. You're going to see, let me pull up here. Right here, his right foot in the ground, and he's cutting off of it. And this is where he can use his speed now. Once he has the cornerback guessing, he's going to plant off it again, and he's going to run by him. 5 yards of separation. Great pass by the quarterback into the end zone on a double move. So I'm super excited to see his ability to come in and run double moves like this. Now, this is another one. This looks like a little bit of cover 3 right here. You're going to see from the top of the screen. So you're going to have this corner up top right here, this safety, and this corner right here. Looks like they're going to be bailing to the deep third part. Now, this is the exact same route, but this is going to be in a zone scheme. So you're going to get the cornerbacks maybe trying to jump things a little bit more. But now instead of running a corner post, he's going to run a post corner. So you're going to see him start right here. He's threatening vertical. Look at the corner. He's jumping it now. He's on his toes. He's anticipating the quarterback to throw it right now. So see how he's jumping it? He's trying to jump this route right here, get in front of Tyquan Thornton. But what Tyquan Thornton's going to do, put his foot in the ground again. Still not a great throw. Tyquan Thornton has all the time in the world, though, to make a play and make a catch. This is what I love. So, boom, here. See that quickness, little burst off of his route. When we go in slow motion, boom, running. Right here, he plants that right foot right there. See it in the ground? And there's nothing you can do with Tyquan Thornton's speed. He's just going to be running right past him. And right here, you get the throw, you get the touchdown, you get the celebration from Tyquan Thornton. Everything that roots from Tyquan Thornton starts with his speed, which I think is something New England hasn't had in a while. When you have guys that are worried, especially on the outside at cornerbacks, when you have guys that are worried about the speed of a receiver, it's so hard to anticipate if they're going to run a comeback or a speed out because you have to respect their down the field presence. And if you don't, you're going to give up big plays. Corners, most of the time, are going to give up a 10-yard hitch over a 50-yard touchdown. So they're going to have to play on top of him, and they're going to have to respect his speed if they want to be able to guard him effectively. Here's the next play here. This is press man coverage right here, and you're just going to see a little fade ball to the corner. And this is Tyquan Thornton's contested catch ability. Now, Tyquan Thornton, he came in with small hands. Okay. He had 8.25-inch hands, which is extremely small for a receiver. So you'd think, oh, he's not very good at contested catches. He's not very good. He has kind of a lot of drops. He only had 9 drops on 229 targets in his career, and he had 10 contested catches in 2021. That was 55% of his contested catches that he was catching. So this is one of them right here. And this is good coverage, right? He's going to run a slot fade. He's going to step on his toes. He's going to release to the outside, and he's going to pretty much run towards the back pylon. So we're going to get it right here. Corner's in position. He's looking back for the ball. Look at Tyquan Thornton right here, using his hand to create a little bit of separation, not getting an offensive pass interference, but he's using his hand to create separation. And now watch. Look at where the cornerback's hand is. This is what's so impressive. This cornerback, in my opinion, plays it great. His hand is going through both of Tyquan Thornton's hands. So you think, oh, there's no way for him, no opportunity for him to catch the ball. Well, like I just said, look at him catch this ball over his shoulder and gets his feet in bound, both feet. I wish I could take, I guess I can take it off right here. But he gets both feet in bounds. Okay. It's kind of being covered, but you're going to see it come over his shoulder. And in the blink of an eye, I don't know how the heck he tracks this ball with a cornerback right over top of him and a hand through his hands, but somehow he's able to catch this ball with great concentration, great body control in the back of the end zone and create a play and get another touchdown, one of his 10 on the year. And this was in the Big 12 championship game, which is impressive because Baylor ended up finishing the year very strong, going 12-2 and getting revenge on Oklahoma State, who they previously lost to. So Tyquan Thornton's contested catch ability is something that a lot of people I've heard about have been talked about, and he's not just a true speed guy. He has the ability to make some plays in the red zone, and I'll get to those clips here at the end. Next play right here, you're going to see Tyquan Thornton. He's going to be up top. Okay, now this is just a simple little slant. It looks again like cover 3. You're going to see this safety right here. They were showing kind of a quarters look, but this safety right here, or linebacker, whatever he is, however they're running their schemes, going to come down here, and he's going to try to drop off number 2. But with the swing of the back right here and the slant that Tyquan Thornton runs, Tyquan Thornton is going to become the new number 2. Now, this is kind of a risky throw by Shapen, but he does a very good job at locating the ball. Now, watch what Tyquan Thornton does. This is what I like. I think he has great awareness. He's not going to use his 4.28 speed on this little short slant. If he does, this ball is going to be intercepted, right? So he's running it here. He's not like sprinting, but he's moving. He gets here. He slows down. He finds the window. Look at this window for him to throw in. Shapen delivers the ball back shoulder. Now, this is another hard catch. If this ball is at the front shoulder, it's probably incomplete by number 31. But look at the location of his hands and where he catches the ball away from his body. This is the big thing that we talk about. With small hands, you don't expect a guy to be able to do this. But Tyquan Thornton has very long arms, 33.25-inch arms. It's what he measured at the combine. So he has the ability to make plays like this away from his body. So he's going to be able to find the window here, slow down a little bit, not be so fast and close that window up between the two defenders, but he's going to catch it. He's going to make a guy miss, and he's going to be off to the races. So this is something else too. Intermediate game, you have a corner on top of you. They're worried about his speed, whether it's in man or in zone like this. They feel like they have to get out early. Tyquan Thornton's going to be able to come, find the window right here, sit it down, and catch the ball away from his body. And we all know Mac Jones is very accurate. So if he throws him balls like this, we know that he's throwing it there for a reason. He's not trying to kill him, take unnecessary hits, but something that we can look forward to with Tyquan Thornton, not only in the deep game, but in the intermediate and short game. Moving on, we're going to go to Tyquan Thornton is going to be up top. Okay. Now this is another, I love his body control. I think he has great body control. And this is another contested catch. So I'm going to let it run. He's going to run another fade route at the pylon of the end zone. So you're going to get play action here. He's going to outside release. You see him up top. Now look at him right here. Quarterback does a pretty good job right here, throwing a back shoulder. They can't throw it to the back pylon because he's covered. The cornerback's on top of him. So Tyquan Thornton realizes that the quarterback throws a great back shoulder throw. Tyquan Thornton's opening up his hips, and now he stops. Look at his ability again. There's a different angle here, so I'll let it run a little bit. His ability to flip his hips open, and look again where he's catching the ball. He's not letting it get into his chest. He is high pointing the football. He is going up and getting it away from his body, and then watch his feet control, okay? You guys think he's going to land with his right foot? No, he's starting to get pushed out of bounds. So look what foot comes down. His left foot comes down, gets it in so he can secure the touchdown right there. That's impressive body control, ball tracking ability, and hands. I think that that's a great clip to show kind of the red zone threat that we're getting in Tyquan Thornton and his ability to adjust to the ball and go up and get it and high point it, not let the not let the ball get into your chest where the corner can make a play on it and knock it loose. So I love that play from Tyquan Thornton too. Moving on, a couple more clips. Okay, you're going to see Tyquan Thornton up top. This is pretty much the exact same clip, but this is just not in the end zone. Okay, so we're going to have him going. He's going to break the hands. I think this is a pretty dang good swipe. Now, the corner does a good job, right? He's trying to get his hands on. Tyquan Thornton does a good job swiping his hands away. Now, he doesn't have it. You're not always going to have the deep ball, okay? So he doesn't have it right here. Again, he gets a back shoulder throw. You're going to see it come into picture right here. And look at what he's doing. He's high pointing the ball again. If he were to wait and tell it to get into his chest, number 25, the corner right here, is going to have an opportunity. But Tyquan Thornton does a great job at going up, catching the ball, and then being strong-handed and holding it as he goes in. You'll see it again right here. Right there. Corner has no opportunity with his hand down low. If he were to wait, and you can't see it because of Abram Smith's helmet, but if he were to wait for the ball to get into his chest, this is a much harder catch, and this is something that you could probably see the cornerback be able to knock out. But with his long arms and long reach, he's able to go up and get it. He's able to tuck it into his body and secure the catch for a first down. I mentioned Tyquan Thornton's ability to run routes in the red zone. I think that this is a little bit of a area that I think that not many Patriots fans or not many fans at first saw. But right here, I love this. You got a corner playing outside man coverage, okay? He's protecting from the fade because they all know Tyquan Thornton's speed, his contested catch ability, his length. So he's playing outside man coverage. He's protecting himself from outside routes. Okay, well, now you have Tyquan Thornton running 4.28 speed. You're going to give him the inside on a free slant. So you're going to see Tyquan Thornton get up, step on his toes. Again, look at his hands. The corner's trying to slow him down and get hands on him, but Tyquan Thornton's going to swipe the hands away. And now it's just use your speed, run away from him. The ball is mislocated. Here it is again, right? This could easily be a drop right here for most receivers if they don't have good, strong hands. But look at the ball, again, away from his body. The long arms of Thornton are able to reach out. The strong hands, great concentration, eyes on the ball. And he still has 2.5, 3 yards of separation on this corner, even though he only ran really probably a 5-6 yard route. But he's able to create that separation with his great footwork at the line of scrimmage and his great speed down the field once he gets going. So I love that Tyquan Thornton clip right there in the red zone. I think that that's something that we're going to be able to see him doing. And a lot of people kind of want to bag his release package. And although I don't think he's the greatest route runner, now I don't say that he can't run routes, but he can't sink his hips consistently in and out of breaks. But that's because that's not what he's meant to do. He's meant to be a down the field threat. So you're going to see him come up here and he steps on his toes and he's trying to square up this corner. He wants to get a two-way go. So he's trying to become square with him. But what he does is he gets here, then he uses his speed and his hand swipe to run the inside route because the corner does a good job and still completes the pass. Next clip right here. Okay, so we saw the cornerback playing outside man coverage. Now you're going to have this cornerback playing inside man coverage because you don't want to give up an easy slant just like TCU did. So let's play inside man coverage. Here again is Tyquan Thornton's great release package. He's patient at the line of scrimmage. He comes up, he gives this little shimmy, and look, he's going to plant this right foot. He gives this shimmy. This looks like a slant right here for most corners, right? You think he's going to release inside? He plants this right foot. Boom. Gets the cornerback looking in the backfield, wide open for a touchdown and a great route right here. This is, if you want to play inside man coverage, if you want to play outside man coverage, pick your poison in the red zone. You don't know what he's going to do, and he can do both of them effectively. Again, you get him up here, you get this little shimmy, you get the cornerback, you can see him shift his weight onto the cornerback's right foot, You see, he's pushing off of this right foot right here, and he thinks he's going on an inside route. But Tyquan Thornton's going to now plant his right foot, get vertical up the field, catch the ball, touchdown against Oklahoma right there. Okay, last clip right here. We've talked about Tyquan Thornton's ability to track the ball in the air. Now, he burns this guy. I wish I had a better view of it, but you're going to see the amount of separation he has towards the end of the clip. He is at the bottom of the screen right here, and he's going to just run a deep post, okay? So, first off, look at the corner already. Look at how his hips are already turned open because he feels like Tyquan Thornton is going to get on top of him and be able to outrun him so quickly. So that's something that I look at where Tyquan Thornton is so quick and he has such a good release package with his foot speed and his speed alone that corners are already opening their hips up too early and prematurely where he can now create either speed outs, inside breaking routes, and be able to run free from them. But this is the other thing I talked about where he doesn't have an NFL caliber quarterback. And he probably was playing with the best quarterback in the system most of the years. So you're going to see Tyquan Thornton. We're going to pause it right here once the ball's in the air. Boom. If Bohannon were to throw this ball somewhere on the hash right here in this area and not make Tyquan Thornton have to relocate and go over the shoulder, this is a touchdown. It doesn't look like it, but because Tyquan Thornton had to slow down in his route because of how bad the ball's thrown, he probably has 3 or 4 yards of separation on this corner before the ball is in the air. But watch how Tyquan Thornton has to adjust his route. He's pretty much running straight up the field, and the corner has to cross his face. He's able to track the ball, catch it. Now, this is a tough one to high point, so I don't really want to knock the high point, but it would be a nice thing to see. But his ability to open his hips, track the ball, and be able to still concentrate and catch it, and he gets marked down at the one. They call a touchdown, but he eventually gets called back. But that's his ability to track the ball. Great down the field threat speed where he has this guy beat right here. Bad throw. I don't think Mac Jones is going to make this bad of a throw. Like I said, if Bohannon is throwing this somewhere between the hash and the numbers right here, and you let Tyquan Thornton run with his 4.28 speed, he's going to catch this and he's going to run in no problem. That corner is going to have no chance. But because of the throw being up the field and Thornton has to relocate, that corner has a chance now to make a play and undercut the ball. But Tyquan Thornton doesn't let that happen with his great ball tracking skills. So I'm excited for the addition of Tyquan Thornton. At first, I was a little skeptical. Obviously excited to go get a receiver, and you see that his testing abilities. But the more I watch film and the more I understand the Baylor offense, which I follow Big 12 football. I follow Baylor a little bit. I know some of the players on there are, good, had the talent. You didn't really hear about their offensive side, though, other than their running game. But you go watch this guy. You say, okay, this guy has the potential to be a second-round pick all the way. He just has a couple question marks on his resume. And you can kind of say some of those were maybe because of the scheme he was running at Baylor. So I'm excited to see Tyquan Thornton in Patriots uniform. The reports were day one of OTAs that he was not very active. So I looked for him to be able to find more of a role. And it sounds like Devontae Parker is, fitting in very well early. So we'll see how he is. Maybe he steps in that Nelson Aguilar role. Maybe he has some, knots to work out, kinks to work out, and he's maybe a couple of years away. But I think he has all the potential in the world with his speed, his tracking ability, his contested catch ability. And if he can add a couple pounds of weight, he's only 181 right now, is what he measured or what he weighed at the combine. He can be a true, I think, 3-down receiver that can, threaten not only down the field, but can be a great red zone option aside Hunter Henry, Devontae Parker, and can develop into, a guy that can run really good intermediate and short routes. And if you give him the ball in space, who knows what he can make happen. So thank you guys again for tuning into this. If you guys want to see someone else, comment down below who you'd like my next film. I kind of have an idea of who I want to do. And someone I want to evaluate in a position I want to evaluate. So let me know if you have anyone else in options. Again, like and subscribe to this video. Stay up to date. Follow both me and Cole on Instagram to stay up to date there. And then look for our lives and our videos coming out. But until next time, we will talk to you later.